Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, welcome to the Hellraiser'S Inn. I'm your host, Hellraiser. It's good to see you all. I know it's been such a long ass time, and I know you're all wondering how I've been. I've been good, and I've just wanted you to know I've missed you all. With Thanksgiving like a week and a half ago, and Christmas in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from right now, it's the 11th of December, and it's 11:48 p.m. at night as I'm doing this. This probably will get uploaded after midnight, so, you know, whatever. So it'll be 13 days to Christmas. You know, my little ghetto dance. Now, a lot of you know I went to Survivor Series in Boston. That was phenomenal. There were a few things I hated about it, especially the ending, but I'll get to that. I'll run through just the matches real quick. The pre-show kicked off with The Miz beating Kofi Kingston. I actually didn't even watch that match. I was buying souvenirs and buying food and stuff, and by the time I got back to my seat, I got the ending of it. And they kicked off the entire pre-show with the entire show with Triple H coming out talking with Stephanie and talking about no one will interfere in any matches tonight, blah, 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 blah. And they kicked off the entire pay-per-view with the traditional Survivor Series elimination tag team match. And that was the greatest way to kick off the entire match. I mean, the entire pay-per-view. I'm sorry. I'm like tongue-tied, tongue-twisted. Basically, it was The Shield and the Real Americans versus Cody Rhodes, Goldust, the Usos, and Rey Mysterio. Yes, Rey Mysterio is back, ladies and gentlemen. And hopefully he does not get injured, because I know he's had so much work on his knees and everything. I just hope he sticks around till WrestleMania and then maybe retires after that, because I miss seeing Rey in the ring. I miss seeing him in action, just like I miss Goldust being in the ring. And watching Goldust live, since I've never seen him live, was amazing. Goldust. But the winner of that match was actually Roman Reigns. I was surprised. I really thought Goldust was going to win it. But nope, they pushed Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns won. He is a beast. The next match was for the Intercontinental title. Now, if none of you guys knew or weren't paying attention like I was for a little bit, Big E Langston actually beat Curtis Axel on, I believe, Raw. I could be wrong. Like I said, I wasn't really watching, because I believe that night I was working. But to have that match next after kicking off with the traditional Survivor Series elimination match, tag match, that's hard to follow. So I give Big E Langston and Curtis Axel all the credit in the world to even try to do their best to come off of that. But Big E Langston won. He's still the Intercontinental Champion, so good for him. The next, I didn't really care for, because I don't watch Total Divas. It's not my show to watch. Everyone tells me it's hilarious, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care. Tell you the truth, the only part of that match I liked watching was AJ and Caitlyn. They're the only two girls on the team that can actually wrestle. I kind of got annoyed with Summer Rae dancing and being annoying. Alicia Fox kind of got eliminated too quick, I think. Tamina, I wish she did a little more, because I wish she can fly like her dad, but whatever. But Natalya ended up, let's see if I remember correctly. Natalya put Tamina in the sharpshooter, made her tap, and then put AJ in the sharpshooter, made her tap, which was kind of funny. But whatever. Oh, and also congratulations to Natalya and Tyson Kidd for getting married. Congratulations, guys. After that match, it was Ryback just coming out talking trash to the interviewers. You know, the the guys they have on the sign with what's his face, Matt. God damn it, I forget his name. This is gonna freaking haunt me forever. But Bret the Hitman Hart was up there, and Booker T and Mick Foley up there. You know, it was cool to see all three of them. Ryback was talking trash, saying he could beat all three of them, and that he had an open challenge. An open challenge. Yay, open challenge. For anybody. Who comes out? Mark Henry. Mark Henry whipped his ass. And it's not hard to whip a guy's ass that can't really wrestle. Now, before I get to the next one, I know everyone has their own opinion on John Cena. Oh yeah, and Mark Henry won. You know, if no one knew, Mark Henry beat the crap out of him. He won. And Mark Henry's bald. Freaking crazy. And I move. Alright, now, talking about the next matches for the World Heavyweight title. Everyone has their own opinion on John Cena. A lot of people online are a John Cena hater. A lot of them. Like, I read so much crap that it just makes me just go, John Cena can't wrestle, John Cena can't do this, John Cena can't do that. The moves that John Cena pulls out isn't a part of his normal repertoire, blah, blah, blah. In my opinion, I think John Cena can wrestle. John Cena can wrestle. I think he has more than just the 5 moves of doom, which is what I call his 5 moves of doom after he's getting his ass kicked for a little bit. All of a sudden he comes out of nowhere, does the 2, shoulder bombs, and then the little slam, and then the 5-knuckle shuffle into an AA, and then after that it's to the STFU, which was originally used by Eddie Guerrero. Yeah. But to tell you the truth, John Cena has more than that. He has the leg drop. He can do a hurricanrana. It's just, has anyone thought that maybe that because John Cena is a character, you ever think that maybe they only allow him to do the 5 moves of doom and allow him to do like the added moves once in a while? You ever think that, all you John Cena haters out there, you ever think that it's part of what he has to do? Because if you remember when John Cena started, all the way before he became like this John Cena, he had a vast majority of moves. And if you guys are going to complain because he has, a 5 move set, well, here's a list of other wrestlers that have basically a certain set of moves. Let's go with The Rock. Alright, The Rock has the People's Elbow, the Rock Bottom, the Sharpshooter, the Spine Buster. Shit, what else? I know there was one other move. I was thinking of it the other day, but I can't remember it. But that's 4 moves, almost 5 moves of doom. Triple H has, let's see, the flying, when he throws him into the rope and he does his little knee. And then a sharpshooter, a pedigree. Yeah, let's see. Hulk Hogan. Now, if you're all going to diss on John Cena being the face of the company and only having a 5 moveset, look at Hulk Hogan. What does Hulk Hogan have? He has the finger wave. When you start punching him, he has the finger wave. The finger! And then, as he keeps getting in, he's hulking up. He's hulking up. And then the U! And then the block and the punch. And then the block and the punch. Punch, punch. Throws him off the rope. And then the boots. And then the signature leg drop. Like, really? Everyone that bitches about John Cena having 5 moves, look at all the wrestlers, and then come talk to me. Stop complaining, and shut the fuck up. Like, seriously, just shut the fuck up. Now, John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio for the heavyweight championship title. I thought that was a great match. Definitely way better than friggin' Randy Orton versus Big Show for the WWE title. Hands down. They worked good together. It was about a 20-minute match. It was very, very good. John Cena is won, and he is slowly bringing credibility back to the World Heavyweight title. As you noticed, I paused, because I'll get to that after I'm done with the matches. Next was CM Punk and Daniel Bryan versus the Wyatt family. And basically the two tall guys, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. Daniel Bryan and CM Punk won, and that was phenomenal. Watching them both come out, go crazy, yes, yes, and CM Punk going best in the world. CM Punk has a new shirt. Oh, I'm going to get it. It looks phenomenal. I want to get Daniel Bryan's new shirt. It's basically a flying goat. I think it looks awesome. And at the end of the match, I thought Bray Wyatt was actually going to come in and start fighting both of them, but he ends up just walking off, and it was cool. Even the Divas 7-on-7 elimination match was better than the WWE title match, and that's sad. And now for the final match of the entire night, it is Randy Orton versus Big Show for the WWE title. A total snooze fest. Randy Orton, that whole time, I've never watched you live, but then that was a botch mania. You botched coming out of the rope. You botched friggin' having Big Show on top of the turnbuckle, pulling him down far enough so his legs are holding him straight so you can do a DDT, and you somehow fucked that up. What the hell? Ugh. It was just a boring match. You had to have Triple H come out and distract Big Show. Like, really? Overall, that match got a 2. Like, a 2 out of 5. It was so boring that I didn't really care for it. I cared more for the Divas match that I barely watched, that I half and half watched. Let me be honest. I kind of, like, zoomed in and out between my food and the match. But at least I paid attention to that match more than friggin' Randy Orton. I paid attention to Ryback's match more than Randy Orton's match. Let's just go with that. Now, I don't know if all you, whoever rented it, saw that John Cena came out and was in the ring and was holding his World Championship title up and whatever. It was Orton and him, and Orton ran away. But after the whole pay-per-view ended, John Cena was actually talking a lot of shit, but he was backing it up because he wanted to fight, because obviously his title match was a lot better and he brought a lot more credibility to it, and Randy Orton's match was just crap. And it was just this weird thing, like, Randy Orton would, like, run down because John Cena called him a bitch, basically. And then Triple H would stop, and then they go back up. Then Randy Orton would try to come back, and it just, whatever. That went on for like a couple minutes. And then Randy Orton went in the back, and then John Cena called out Triple H, saying that he wished, he's about 50 feet away, and he wished he could get in the ring and actually do something, but he can't because Triple H thinks he can't hack it anymore. That got Triple H pissed, took off his blazer, took off his tie, ran down to the ring basically, and then Kane had to bring him up, and then Kane wanted to fight him, and then Triple H stopped him, but Kane, like, choked him, was, like, choking him. I thought he was going to choke slam, and then they pulled out. And then Vince McMahon came out and was like, all of a sudden he walked down to the ring to try to go fight John Cena, and then they had to bring him up. And then Stephanie tried walking down, and they had to pull her back, and then at the end of it, John Cena's still standing in the ring with his title held high and like a fucking boss, like a bamf. John Cena's in the ring, and everyone's watching Vince McMahon, all of them, and Vince McMahon doing the whole ole, 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 and that's how it kind of ends, and John Cena just calls him all a bitch, and saying that he's an actual champion. Which was cool, and John Cena's father was there. You could actually, from where I was sitting, you can actually see John Cena's father, and John Cena went over and hugged him and like shook hands with fans, And that's what I like when wrestlers actually kind of interact with fans. Even Big E Langston, like after he won his match and while he was coming out for his intro, he actually came and like shook people's hands and actually hugged them and stuff. It was pretty cool to watch. Now, for the thing that's probably going to bother me a little bit, just because I wish they built this up more instead of kind of rushed it all together. At TLC, I haven't watched Raw, but I've been reading and everyone's been filling me in and whatever little clips I can get now here and there. They're going to unify the belts. They're going to unify the world and the WWE. Now, I'm cool about that, but I'm pissed off about that because if you guys are bitching about wanting to bring credibility back to the world, why rush this so fast? And obviously, I have a feeling that John Cena is going to win and be a 15-time champion instead of Randy Orton, because I think they want to try to make Cena like Flair and be like a 16-time champion, or maybe even a little more, and blah, blah, blah. I have no problem with this. I have no problem with John Cena being a champion. Whatever. I have a problem with the fact that they fucked Daniel Bryan out of it. And I think it would have been a better match to build this up for a long time, not even to have John Cena or Randy Orton in this. I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm not happy John Cena's not a world. I'm happy John Cena is the world champion, don't get me wrong. I'm pissed off that Randy Orton is the WWE champion. It should be Daniel Bryan's. Tell you the truth, I wish the world was CM Punk's. I wish they kind of built it up to where it wasn't just, it isn't John Cena versus Randy Orton at TLC for the unification of the belts. I wish they built that up to where at WrestleMania 30, it would be Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk to unify the titles. That would be the match of the year at WrestleMania 30. That's what I'd rather have. That's what I would rather watch and rather see. I'm not looking forward to this at TLC at all. I think it's kind of boring. I think it's too rushed. You don't build it up enough. And that's the problem with WWE nowadays. You guys kind of don't. You guys have a problem with building stuff up. You guys are starting to, and then you guys kind of died. Like, I don't know what's wrong. But you guys got to understand, you got Daniel Bryan and CM Punk and these other guys, they're still getting all these awesome hypes. Even Daniel Bryan nowadays is still getting all the yes chants, and all this hype. I'm not a Dolph Ziggler fan, but I wish they put the title on Dolph Ziggler. Because if no one really paid attention when Dolph Ziggler cashed in Money in the Bank day after WrestleMania 29, he didn't really have the title that long because of the concussion, and then Del Rio working on the concussion. He came back and blah, blah, blah. Tell you the truth, Del Rio really had that title, the world title, for about a year, if on and off for about a year, if you actually think about it. So, TLC, I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice and blah. And I think what they're doing with the titles, they're rushing it too much. I think they should bring back titles. I think they should, because they want. I've noticed that they've had champions on both shows. I think they should bring back titles. Hell, work on a cruiserweight division again. Have that come back. Have the European come back. I mean, Jesus Christ. Just work with it, guys. Work with it. It's like you guys don't really care about what the belts mean anymore. And that sucks. It's not. I know it's just belts, but the belts are glorified. They're championship belts. They mean something. You know, to earn one of them, you have to be good. You have to be, you know, amazing, talented to win a belt. I mean, sure, Hornswoggle won a belt, but Hornswoggle actually tries when he actually did wrestle. Hornswoggle won the Cruiserweight at one point in time. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Hornswoggle, he won a title, blah, blah, blah. I thought that was kind of cool and funny, you know? So whatever. You guys aren't like TNA. I know. And I know that TNA isn't like up here like WWE is. And if TNA ever tries to get to that level, I think Vince McMahon will try to squash it. But tell you the truth, a lot of people think that Vince McMahon is actually behind TNA and is funding it. But I don't really believe that. I believe that TNA is TNA. TNA is total non-stop action. They actually have a great X division. I love watching their X division. I think their Ultimate X match is insane. Tell you the truth, I wish that like Chris Jericho would go there just to wrestle, just in that match a little bit, and to wrestle a couple people. I would love to see a Chris Jericho versus an Austin Aries match, or even AJ Styles. Hell, I want to see a match between CM Punk and Samoa Joe on TNA, or CM Punk versus AJ Styles, or Samoa Joe versus Daniel Bryan. I think that would be amazing. Just random matchups, it would just be friggin' awesome. I know in ROH, Samoa Joe went against CM Punk, and they had amazing matches there, and I believe they would have amazing matches in TNA also. So, you know, that's just kind of my thoughts. So, I'm going to take like a 2-second break. I'll be right back, guys. Hey, guys, sorry. Needed a water break. But, besides going to Survivor Series in Boston, sorry. I'm going to go to SmackDown in Worcester at the DCU Center. Sorry, my mind's all... But I will be going to SmackDown at the DCU Center in January. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And then I'm going to go to Uno's after the show, because I've read and heard that a lot of the wrestlers kind of like to go to Uno's after the show is done, to go eat and chill and stuff. So hopefully I meet some wrestlers there and be like, hey, I know this is weird, but can I get a picture? Can I get a quick interview? You know, your thoughts, blah, blah, blah. And then I will be going to SmackDown at the TD Garden in Boston, and I can't wait for that one either. And then I know a lot of people are asking, what about WrestleMania? WrestleMania is a maybe right now. If I can go, I'll go, but right now it's kind of complicated, so it's a maybe. And besides me trying to go to like different WWE shows, I've actually been in I was actually in a small show the other week called Post Turkey Day Massacre, Gobble Tuesday, Ransack One. No, I think it was Turkey Day Massacre. Now, Turkey Day Massacre sounds closer. I'm bad with this. No, bad with names. No. But hey, look, my hair. Damn it. Watch out. See, look. Up, down, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I wrestled against Joey Steele, and it was an amazing match. I love wrestling Joey Steele. He's a great competitor in the ring. But besides the match, my match, I want you guys to watch Al Dukes versus the Russian versus CJ Price. I find that to be one of the greatest triple threat matches I've watched in a very long time. And both links will be down below, so in the description. So watch them both, share them with all your friends, family, whatever that like wrestling. Just share them so you know you get our name out there, and just watch it and enjoy. Kind of one of the reasons it has taken me so long to upload a Hellraiser'S Inn, besides me working, me going to different shows, me actually trying to wrestle independently. YouTube has upgraded their copyright laws, and has been emailing me the past couple weeks saying that some of my episodes, they're actually investigating for copyright infringement or something along that sorts, saying that my shows are copyrighted, and some of the Boneyard episodes that I've actually uploaded upon my YouTube account. It's not even just my YouTube account. C Money, I don't know if you've paid attention to your YouTube account. I know you have two, one for, your normal self, and then one for C Money. But our Tribute to the Fallen show, the video is there, but it has no audio clip. YouTube has banned the audio clip, saying that it was copyright infringement, the entire audio clip. So there is no audio to our event. So if any of the wrestlers at Nabw have actually tried to show that event to friends and be like, hey, look, watch this event we did in the summer, Nabw did in the summer that we were a part of, there's no audio clip. So C Money, I hope you watch this so you understand to delete that event and then re-upload it, or check your email to see if YouTube has messaged you saying that the audio clip for the entire show is copyrighted, and hopefully you can fight it, If not, if they didn't email you and they're just blocking it, just delete it and then re-upload it. And then share it so we can so we can push that event, because that was, our event. We worked really hard to pull that one off. With all with everything that happened, we worked wicked hard to pull that one event off. All of us worked our asses off. I know this isn't only happening to myself or C Money. I know this is happening to one of the guys I watch on YouTube. I find him to be very funny. Angry Black Nerd. I think he's hilarious on a lot of the stuff he does. He actually gets paid by companies to make videos and stuff, because they'll send him clips or whatever. They'll send him clips or whatever, and he makes the videos and blah blah blah. And I guess he's having problems with YouTube as well, and that's retarded because he's actually getting paid by these companies. I'm doing this for free. C Money's doing this for free. We're just doing it. I love making a Hellraiser'S Inn episode. This is one of my favorite things to do when I got free time. I love coming on camera. I love, being abrasive, being outgoing, being weird, being wacky, being crazy, just for all of you, I love that you guys try to watch me. At least you guys try to, do whatever you can to support the Nabw fan base, and also, to support the Nabw, and also to support our each individual wrestlers. I know I have wrestling fans. I know C Money has his fans, and Knight Rider, and Al Dukes, and Joey Steele, and Machete Lopez, and The King, and Jay Class, and CJ Price. Even though CJ Price hasn't wrestled with us in a long time, CJ Price still has done a couple Nabw events with us, and I still give him mad respect for it. Tell you the truth, the people we love wrestling. That's just who we are. No matter what YouTube does to try to block us, to try to delete our videos, we're just going to re-upload them anyways. It's our passion. Each one of us loves wrestling. C Money with, his hand being all damaged and broken, and no matter what, he still will get in the ring and run the rope a little bit, and still, even though his hand is killing him, he'll still do it. Knight Rider, I may think he's a fucking jackass and a pain in the ass, or I may not like him very much, but that guy has made me, push me to the limit in our earlier rivalries leading up to nowadays, Al Dukes friggin' at Tribute to the Fallen pushed me hard, made me friggin' feel like I was a champion. Even though he beat me, he still made me work and made me, push myself to the limit. And, Joey Steele wrestling him just recently at, the Turkey Day Massacre or whatever it's called. Joey Steele, friggin' amazing. Wrestling J Class, or, who was formerly named Dagger. The first time I wrestled him, I was I was holding 2 belts at the time. You know, I was a double champion, and he freaking beat my ass, and it was like, it was awesome. You know, a couple people I still haven't got to wrestle. Machete Lopez. Hopefully one day I'll get to wrestle you, man. That'd be awesome. You know, you're a bigger guy, but you know, you high fly like you're fucking skinny. It's ridiculous. It's like Al Duke's freaking, you know, doing his pop. It's just like, you look, it's like, oh, he's a big guy, he really can't do it. But no, you guys fucking pull it off amazingly, and I love it. You know, I want to wrestle CJ Price one day. You know, the King, I've wrestled you in the past, but I want to go against you again. You know, wrestling you was always fucking a phenomenal match. I miss wrestling Dangerous Dave Plague. I miss Pain. I miss a lot of people. You know, you guys, without you guys around, I don't think I would be here. And I'm being honest right now. I don't think I would really be here without any of the guys. You know? Any of the guys that have listed. Anybody that has pushed me this way. My dad pushing me all this way to become a wrestler. Still pushing me to this day. Doesn't matter if he lives here, there, or anywhere. Or even if he's, you know, not here. My dad pushes me. And you guys push me too, and I can never thank you guys enough for, you know, pushing my ass and making me a badass and making me a wrestler and making me go to my limit. I know that I'm flat, I'm just blah, but you know, it's really without them, and it's without the fans also, that I wouldn't be doing this, you know? And sadly, Joey Steele has, you know, announced his retirement, and he's having a retirement tour. Just he's gonna be wrestling this Sunday, and I'll be working till 3:00. But I don't know, unless by some miracle the event gets pushed later, I'm gonna miss it, and that's gonna suck. But I will be there in spirit to, you know, wish Joey Steele good luck. But Joey Steele, before you're done wrestling, I want to wrestle you one more time. I want to put on a match that everyone will talk about. I want it to be the match of the century. I want it just to be one of the greatest matches you can go out with. Because I know in my head your final opponent will be Al Dukes, because you two work so well together. You guys will put on a hell of a match, and I want to put on a match with you that will come close to equaling how fucking great yours and his will be. So yeah. On that note, I know fans on Facebook have seen me, you know, talk about going back to Long Island and facing LICW one more time. Tell you the truth, I want to go back and face them one more time and, you know, show that NABW is, you know, NABW, we are, we kick your ass. We will open up a can of whoop ass in your hometown and make you guys look like we did last time. And CJG, our match, that was embarrassing. I'm coming back for you. I'm coming for you. And if you don't accept my challenge, I'm just going to come find you and throw your ass in the ring and make you wrestle me and make you put on a match that will be talked about throughout the internet, throughout Long Island, throughout everywhere. Because I'm not letting you get away with that cheap ass shit this time. So if LICW wants another rematch, all I can say, and I know everyone I wrestle with will just say it, just bring it. I don't care. We don't care. We'll come back. We'll come back, whip your ass, take over the show, have the fucking crowd chant our name instead of yours. Doesn't matter. We'll do it. So yeah, you know what, guys, just for me, just please just share the Hellraiser'S Inn, share all of our videos, just, you know, help raise our fan base, not just for the NABW, but for each individual wrestler. You know, just help. But you know what? That's it for me, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. I'll probably put up one right before Christmas, and I'll make sure the match between Hellraiser, myself and Joey Steele is the link is down in the description below. Also, the Al Dukes versus the Russian CJ Price match is down below. Also, the Boneyard, and yeah, just follow me on YouTube and help keep us alive on YouTube and help keep us alive, you know? Just keep pushing it. We love our fans. You guys are, like, amazing. So all I want to say is peace out, and I love you guys.